Okay, this is Pete the Tech Guy, and we are at the Pinball Arcade that I just did a video on, and I've just frozen the name. The name is Vuk, which is the vertical upload thing. And there was a group of people here we were talking with, and one is consented to be interviewed. What's your name, miss?
My name is Lea.
Lea, and where do you live?
I live in Bethesda, Maryland.
So this is your hometown, and so us Sicilians from up in Massachusetts have come and invaded your hometown, and you're here at Vuk. In fact, now this is, I understand, have you been here before at Vuk?
Yes, I have been here before.
And what do you think of the pinball and the pizza?
The pinball's great, the pizza's even better.
Well, that must be good, because there's some very good pinball machines here. What's your favorite machine?
My favorite machine is the Total Nuclear Annihilation. Now that doesn't
I know the machine.
any of my political views.
No, that's just the name of a pinball machine. We're starting on pinball here, so that's good. But there's a lot of good machines here, dialed in. The Jersey Jack dialed in, the Jersey Jack Hobbit, which I cannot wait to play again, and Creature from the Black Lagoon, which is an old favorite of mine.
Okay.
So are you a regular here?
I would say I'm a regular, yes.
All right, so now, before we get into the other questions, would you recommend this place if you're a pinball fan?
Oh yes, absolutely. They have a ton of machines. They have great food to go with the machines. What's not to love?
All right, now I am going to ask you now, because I've come down here for CPAC, I'm going to ask you the political questions that I asked all the CPAC people, because I think it's going to be interesting to contrast the opinions of a local with a group of activists who are all, there's some variation, but most of them think the same way. But I'm conservative too, so I think that way a lot too. All right, so Donald Trump first year, thumbs up, thumbs down, or metza metza?
I would say medium.
Medium?
Yeah.
So what's the thing he's done that you like the most, and what's the thing he's done that you like the least?
Well, so I would say that he has tried to push a lot of policy. So he has followed through with some of the promises that he's made, which I've seen more than a lot of other presidents. But what I would say is, in terms of the wall promise, he hasn't delivered there.
All right. And that's the thing you disliked most, that he hasn't delivered on the wall, or was there something else?
You know what? I am a supporter of immigration reform, but I do think that he promised his followers the wall.
All right. That's funny
wall.
You mentioned that, because that's going to be my last question, because I'm asking you the same questions I'm asking at CPAC. All right, 2018, big election year. The Republicans have a 1-seat advantage in the Senate, but a very favorable electoral map. 25 Democrats are running for re-election, only 8 Republicans. On the House side, the Republicans have a 25-seat majority they have to hold to keep the majority. Do you think the Republicans hold the Senate and House? Do you think they lose them both, or do they lose one or the other?
You know what? I think that they're going to hold, because even though there's some tensions there, I think that they're still leading, and there's still people who want to see change and who might not like Democrat policies. All
right. Now, if you were advising President Trump with the midterm elections, obviously he wants to keep the House and Senate, what would you advise him to do in order to keep those seats?
Well, so I think he has to go more moderate. He has to appeal to people like me who are Democrats. He has to come to our level, and the Democrats at the same time have to be able to compromise and come to his level.
Which leads me to my last question. Now, we've heard talk about a compromise. The wall for legalization of the DACA people. Would you make that deal? Do you think that's a fair deal?
I would say that the DACA people should be legalized, and the reform has to be in a way that we can tax those people, that we can reap some benefits, and that we can try to make changes that makes it easier for people who are trying to come to America to either get off of lists or get visas for temporary status in order to prevent this from happening again.
All right, now I understand, before we finish, you have a business, so I would be lax if I did not give you a chance to promote your business. What's your business?
Okay, so I am a wellness advocate with doTERRA essential oils.
Okay.
I love aromatherapy, And the oils are good for taking internally. They're good for smell, so you can put them in diffusers. You can use them to improve scent, and you can also take them topically. So
My wife has done that.
I mix oils with all my lotions and everything like that, and it has good health benefits.
Now, is this something you do just locally, or do you sell them online as well?
I sell them online as well.
So where online can we find your essential oils?
My doTERRA, that is doterra.com/Nia, N-I-A, Tan, T-A-N.
Thank you so much for your time, and thank you for letting me interrupt your night with your friends. You have a fine rest of the evening.
Oh, thank you.
All right.